What's up, you guys? It's me, Keren Margolis. In today's video, we're going to be talking about why does Bitcoin have value? Bitcoin has real intrinsic value because Bitcoin costs money to mine. The process of solving these complex algorithmic equations that we don't need to understand or get into is called mining. And the reason that it's called mining and not printing like the dollar is that it is an energy, time, money, and effort-consuming process that costs actual real-world money and has an effect in the actual real world that we inhabit. So in that sense, Bitcoin has an actual dollar cost right from its birth. And in that sense, it's also like gold. So instead of comparing Bitcoin to dollars, it's more apt to compare it to gold, which also has intrinsic value. And like gold, Bitcoin also is a finite resource. There are only ever going to be 21 million coins ever in existence. And so there's a natural cap and a limit on the supply of Bitcoin, so it's scarce. But that is not the only reason that Bitcoin has not just value, but inherent intrinsic value. And the rest of its value comes from its utility. So utility just means its usefulness in the real world and in the digital space. And in Bitcoin's case, its actual utility is as a currency, as money and a means of exchange, as a store of value, which is an investment that appreciates over time. And in that sense, it's also like gold. But the reason that we get so excited about Bitcoin and the whole point of this video is that Bitcoin's utility is not the same as the utility of gold, because that wouldn't be interesting, because we already have gold, so we don't need virtual gold. Bitcoin provides banking to the unbanked. Bitcoin eliminates the middleman from any financial transaction. It gives people, regular people, you and me sitting at our computer, talking online, it gives us the power over our own money. The Bitcoin network is valuable because of the network itself. The participants in the network, the people who use the network, trust the network, and continue to buy into the network. That's why it has utility that is much greater than its normal comparison to just gold or just a dollar. In conclusion, Bitcoin has value not only because it's useful, not only because of its deep and profound implications for the whole world that we can get into a little bit more in depth after this video, but it actually has value because it costs money. Bitcoin costs money, and the fact that it costs money to make a Bitcoin is what links it intrinsically from the virtual space of just zeros and ones to the real life space of having real value, real costs, and real consequences in the physical world. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If this was interesting to you, if you learned something, please let us know in the comments. Let me know what questions you have. What is your hot take on what is the value of Bitcoin? What does it get its value? If you want a little bit more of a discussion on why does Bitcoin have value, don't forget to check out this video right here where I sit down with our CEO, Omar Sebek, to get a little bit more in depth. Don't forget, if you like this video, to give us a thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you get all of our videos the second that we post them, and I will see you in our next video.